Hello and welcome again to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show's Waterfront Wednesdays. Today we've got a killer single for you, and I'm talking about the Melting Skyscrapers. Released in 1985 on Waterfront Records is the one and only Melting Skyscrapers. It is the only release by the band, just this one single. They gave us two songs, and I can tell you right now that these two songs are absolutely killer. This 7-inch rules. Like, it is so good. It's got a bit of a New Christ meets Radio Birdman feel to it, which could be because of the fact that Mr. Rob Young, a vocalist of Radio Birdman, actually produced the single. But it just has this really cool kick-ass rock and roll feel to it. And both songs, Strange Device and Beyond the Grave, just kill it. Like, they're really good. Strange Device, I love it how it kind of starts off slower, but then it picks up and just kicks in, at the end. It's just got this full, descent into the maelstrom feel to it towards the end, which is just fantastic. It's really good. Vocalist Pete Patterson was also in Rattlesnake Shake, if we're going to tie this into all the other Waterfront bands. Steve Bevs, the guitarist, he was also in Rattlesnake Shake, and I think he was in Naked Lunch as well. This single was engineered by Nick Mainsbridge. Now, Nick has done tons of stuff, especially on Waterfront. He engineered bands like Rabbit's Wedding and Chad's Tree, etc. But he was also connected with tons of Australian bands like Tall Tales and True and the Triffids, and the list goes on. He's got a quite extensive, list of credentials there. If you look on, the various sources, you will find that his name is attached to so many great Australian records. So there is the label there. Now, the cover artwork was done by Paul Tatz, who actually worked at Citadel, and he'd done tons of records there. If you're a fan of, the bands that we all love, Radio Birdman, New Christ, etc., the list goes on, you can usually find that Paul's name is attached to it. He did tons of Aussie releases. It's cool to see how often the same names turn up in the same, circle of bands. It's very cool, very cool. But it just goes to show how much of a community, they had going there in Sydney with the labels like Citadel and, Red Eye and Phantom and Waterfront Records. But yeah, this single, wow. You can find this around very cheap around the secondary market there. So if you see this, do yourself a favor. If you like those bands, New Christ, Radio Birdman, etc., then you are going to love this single. I shit you not. Like, it is just such a good single, and it's a shame that all we got were these two songs. I'd love to have heard more, from this band, because obviously there was huge potential there for them to be much bigger and, hopefully get the cult status that the likes of the New Christ or Radio Birdman have had, because it is really good. If you've not heard this single in a while, or, you've not heard it before, stick around, because I'm going to play Strange Device for you. But if you see it out there, or if you just used to listen to it and you haven't listened to it in a long time, give it a whirl again and enjoy it, because it is fantastic. It is a great walk down what was happening in 1985 right here in Australia. The Melting Skyscrapers. Do yourself a favour, my friends. This single rules. There we go. Another quickish look at one of the great singles from the Waterfront catalogue. Damp 17, 1985. Wow. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show's Waterfront Wednesdays. I'll be back again next Wednesday with another record. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, look after each other, go buy some records. Bye.